How you doing? I'm Marc Staley with Hale Trailer. Today I'm going to show you the XL Specialized 70-ton extendable trailer. This trailer is a pretty cool trailer because it's got steering. One of the first trailers that XL has built with steering as an extendable at this capacity. So what we have here is we've got a hydraulic gooseneck, the gooseneck adjustment here, and you've got a bypass. So if you want to use the steering, you're going to hit this valve right here. You're going to shut it down here, and then you're going to use the remote to operate the steering in the back. So this trailer here has 30 feet in the well, and it opens to 50 feet in the well. It runs on rollers, so when you open up, you've got rollers here, and you've got an extended track inside here. So all your air, electrical is all inside this beam here. The deck detaches, so you can add extra deck inserts, have this trailer grow longer. You can change out this deck. If you didn't want an extendable deck and you wanted just a standard deck, you can end up changing out this deck and putting a different deck design in here. So there's a lot of modularity with this trailer. It gives you a lot of versatility to grow. The nice cool feature about this trailer is these 4 axles will steer. So with a remote, you turn the pony motor on, you turn that valve that I showed you up in the front, and you've got a remote. You turn the remote to unlock the steering, and then you hydraulically hit this lever here to steer it, or you could steer it off of the remote. So you're going to steer to go around a turn, and if you're going to back up, you're going to keep the axle straight, lock out the steering to back up. But when you're going forward, it's a caster steer axle, a wheel end steering. It's going to give you about 20 degrees of steering on these first 4 axles. This 4th axle here also has steering, but the nice feature about this 4th axle is that you can take this 4th axle off and pin it onto the rear of the trailer. So you can make it a 3+3, or as you see it here, as a 4+2. So there's a lot of versatility here with this trailer. One of the other cool features is it's got a nitrogen accumulator booster back here. So this will help transfer weight hydraulically to the rear axles. So you can load up the rear axles. These are 60,000 pounds if you're running it as a 3-axle booster, or 40,000 pounds if you're going to use it like this configuration as a 2-axle booster. So there's a pony motor on this nitro booster. There's a hydraulic valve, and you're going to set the pressure hydraulically, and then the nitrogen accumulator is going to level the cylinders with the nitrogen gas. So it's going to essentially talk and keep that pressure locked in as you come over and through valleys. It's going to relieve the pressure, and then when you straighten back out, it's going to put the pressure back on where it needs to be. So it's always going to keep the pressure where you need it to be, but at the same time not injure or break your trailer because you're putting too much pressure and the back axles are not going to lift up the trailer. So that's the nice thing about a nitrogen accumulator booster. It's something that relieves pressure automatically without having to go with a West Coast style booster, which doesn't give you the versatility to run it as a 4+2 or a 3+3. An East Coast booster gives you more versatility. One thing on this nitrogen booster is it's got a bump steer, so you have some hydraulic cylinders here. So if you're backing up, it'll bump you left to right and keep it straight as you're backing up. So that was a nice option that we had put on this trailer just for backing up purposes. Or you can actually lift this axles right off the ground with the hydraulic cylinder. So either way, you've got versatility depending on what your load is. I want to thank RLE Enterprises for this purchase of this XL 140 HDE out of Moscow, Pennsylvania. Appreciate the business. Thanks a lot.